Welcome back, everybody. Well, I'm back today after a really quick weekend to Vegas to see my new favorite comedian, Leanne Morgan. I love Leanne. This is how much I love Leanne. I love the way she says butthole. So I had my audio guy turn it into my ringtone whenever Jeff calls me. So here we go.
Butthole.
There we go. So yeah. Anyway, so I love her. So I love her. And last week, we didn't really do anything for my birthday just because we had just gotten back from a summer break. Anyway, Colin looked at me and he goes, "Leanne is in Vegas next weekend." And this was like Friday. And I went, okay, let's go. So I rarely do impromptu stuff like that. We bought the plane ticket, we got the hotel, I got the tickets for Leanne. Okay, so we get to Vegas. Now, I'm gonna pause here and just mention something quick about Vegas. I'll go more about Vegas tomorrow. I have a little best things ever. But people have been talking about how dead Vegas is. I love Vegas. I've been there many times during the pandemic. I've been in there many circumstances. It is dead. Oh. It is dead. I talked to 5 to 6 different service industry folks and asked them, and they were like, absolutely. There's there's a drop in international tourists, and I got to the airport and baggage claim. You could see crickets, you hear crickets having sex.
Oh.
I mean, it was really weird. Anyway, back to Leanne. So last week, a week ago, our buddy Melissa Peterman from NBC's Happy's Place in Reba was here in studio, and we did the show. She was here live, and then we decided to shoot a fast food field trip with her. So the show ended. I said goodbye to the audience, and then we started rolling on the fast food field trip, and we started talking, and I mentioned Leanne, and Melissa Peterman goes, "I know her." And I went, "You do?" And I almost started to cry. And look, I've been at this for almost 30 years in TV. I've met a lot of people, and I don't say that as like Catherine Zeta-Jones, but I mean, I say that like I think of celebrities, I'm like, oh, they pee just like we do. But I do get excited about some people, and Leanne's one of them. Like, you know that. I'm obsessed with her now. And I go, "You know her?" And Melissa goes, "Yeah, I have her number. Her and Reba and I are going to go to dinner." And I said, "Oh my," and Melissa goes, "Well, let's shoot her a video and tell her that you're coming to the show." So I get nervous. Like, I don't get nervous, but I'm shooting this video. I go, "Hi, Leanne. Hi, my name is Jason. And Missy's in the video." And I go, "Hi, I love you. I have butthole as my voicemail." And, And I go, "I know you like the gays, you collect them like Labubu's." And I'm like, and so anyway, I go to Vegas, Missy sends her the voicemail, and Colin and I get to Saturday night. And it was, how do I say this? It was odd, I didn't hear from Missy again. And that's very unlike Melissa, like not an update of like, "Oh, Leanne loved your video," or nothing. Not that I was expecting it, but it's just odd for our friendship that I didn't hear anything. Like when I sent Reba, I gave Reba McEntire my biscuits, I immediately heard from Reba. And it was like, I say that because of the story. Okay, we go to Leanne's show at the Wynn on Saturday. Let me just say, this is from an earlier show. Go see her on tour, because my better half laughs about 52 times a year, and like a cat using up all of his 9 lives, Colin used up all of his 52 laughs, because we laughed. I'm not joking, audience. I laughed continuously for 90 minutes. I didn't stop smiling. Colin, it was one of the best nights I've had with Colin. We just had the best time. She is so real, and her comedy is based on real life, and the audience was loving her, and we're sitting kind of to the left, and she made a joke that Colin and I laughed loud, and she pointed at us. Okay, so we get done with the show. We wake up yesterday, we board the plane to come back to Minneapolis. And as I'm on the plane, I see Missy, I got Wi-Fi, so I see Missy, a text from Missy pop up, and it's a voicemail. But my phone transcribed the voicemail. I'm going to play that voicemail for you right now from my good friend Melissa Peterman. So here it is. I'm going to put it up to my mic. Oh.
Hey. You're gonna kill me. Leanne sent me a voice message saying, is he still here in Vegas? I want to meet him. Like yesterday morning. I'm not being crazy, but yesterday I started at 7 a.m. I had to do hair. Then I had to come home and I had to get ready I was at a baby shower. Then I had to come home and I had a dinner party and a birthday. And then I came home and fell asleep. And today I had to perform. And so I didn't even hear it. Please don't kill me. But she was like, I'm in love with him and I want to meet him. And I was so, don't kill me.
Yeah. So, and by the way, I asked her permission. I go, can I play your voicemail? I was laughing. Colin was seated across from me. And as I'm looking at her message, this is my face. So he looks over at me and goes, what's wrong? And I go, I'll tell you when we get off the plane.
What?
Yeah.
You're making wait for a whole plane ride?
No. That we were landing.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Colin was dealing with his own drama in that row. The flight attendant wouldn't give him a full can of ginger ale. So, yeah.
He had his own issues then, okay.
Colin was so mad. Let me stop the Leanne story. Colin was so mad. He was so thirsty. And he was like Oliver with porridge, and he looked at the flight attendant. And the flight attendant goes, drink? And Colin goes, yeah, may I have ginger ale? And the flight attendant poured him like a little porpoise spit of ginger ale. And Colin goes, oh, by the way, is there any way I can have the full can? And Colin said the flight attendant looked at him like this. Full flight, no. Colin got off the plane. He was so worked up. So I had to take him to a convenience store to get him some water. Anyway, so then I told him about this, and I go, Leanne wanted to meet us. And Missy was so busy. She's shooting the show with Reba. So Missy's going to hook us up, and we're going to have her on the show and the whole thing. Yeah,
amazing.
so yeah, it'll be great. And to the flight attendant on that plane, it's just easier just to give Colin the ginger ale. I mean, we'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.
I'm
so thirsty.
You gotta hydrate.